Shocking, bizarre, and forgotten moments from history caught on camera. From human zoos to dangerous child labor, medical breakthroughs to wartime horrors. Subscribe to History Unveiled for the photographs that reveal humanity's strangest and darkest chapters. Living exhibits, often called human zoos. Racist attractions of 19th and early 20th centuries, where non-Western people displayed as exotic for public viewing. These exhibits dehumanized entire cultures, justifying colonialism and discrimination. Guidebook language, showing how openly racist these displays were. Real people treated as entertainment instead of human beings. Alaska Yukon Pacific Exposition, living exhibit village with major fair buildings visible in background. Alaska, fine arts, Hawaii buildings. Human zoos displaying non-Western people as primitive, reinforcing racist stereotypes and colonial ideology. Real cultures dehumanized and transformed into public entertainment. These exhibits operated well into the 20th century. Many of you may remember when they finally ended. Old hydrotherapy pool, RNHRD, photographed around 1950, until pool built in early 19th century. Hospital patients taken to King's Bath in city center for therapeutic water treatments. Medical care evolving from public baths to private hospital facilities. Eugen Weidmann placed in guillotine seconds before blade falls. Last public execution by guillotine in France. Thousands gathered to witness death. Spectacle so disturbing France ended public executions afterward. Final moments before decapitation captured on film. Preparing guillotine for execution. Spot later changed. Officials adjusting blade mechanism before condemned arrives. Instrument of death maintained with precision. French Revolution's killing machine continuing into 20th century. Children faced dangers adults would never allow today. Young chimney sweep boy, maybe 6 through 10 years old, standing barefoot atop narrow brick chimney, holding long brush pole for balance. Adult sweep beside him on rooftop, hand on child's head guiding or steadying. Tools scattered around. Classic dangerous child labor scene from late 1800s through early 1900s. London, 1941. School children line up in playground during gas mask drill at Old Woolwich Road School, Greenwich. Teacher adjusting strap on child's mask. Wartime Britain preparing youngest citizens for chemical warfare. Childhood interrupted by preparation for attack. Many of you remember gas mask drills during wartime. Did you practice wearing them in school? Congress of Freaks. P.D. Barnum's Traveling Freak Show. New York City, 1924. People with physical differences exploited as entertainment. Traveling exhibition displaying human beings as curiosities. Medical conditions becoming tickets to circus sideshows. Walter Yo, first person to undergo plastic surgery. Photographs showing before, during, after pictures of groundbreaking medical procedure. Sailor Walter Yeo sustained terrible facial injuries, including loss of upper and lower eyelids manning guns aboard HMS Warspite in 1916. 1917, treated by Sir Harold Gillies, first man using skin grafts from undamaged body areas. Known as father of plastic surgery. New York City, 1937. Nanny supervising baby, suspended in wire cage attached to outside of high tenement block window. Baby cage ensuring fresh air and sunlight for infants in crowded urban apartments. Parents suspending children's stories above pavement. Somehow considered safe parenting. Early technology for exploring the ocean looked like something from science fiction. Early diving suits designed in early 18th century when ships carrying valuable treasures often lost to ocean on dangerous journeys. By early 20th century, suits became more sophisticated, making possible diving deeper into ocean. 1920s, German company Neufeld and Kunk built metal diving suits used to recover gold and silver bullion from wreck of SS Egypt. British ship sinking in Celtic Sea in 1922. Patients clothed in institutional dress at Horton Road Asylum, Gloucestershire, around 1890s. Psychiatric facility residents photographed in standardized uniforms. Mental illness treated through confinement and documentation. Victorian asylums warehousing those society deemed unfit. Old Sparky at Tucker Unit, Arkansas. Electric chair used to conduct 104 executions from 1926 through 1948. State-sanctioned death, delivered through electrical current. Decades of condemned prisoners meeting end in this chair. Electric chairs operated in many states until recently. Capital punishment methods evolved over your lifetime. Students from Women's Medical College of Pennsylvania, 1892. Photographs of people posing with skeletons and cadavers common in late 19th through early 20th century, especially among medical students and doctors whose business was life and death. Young women entering male-dominated medical profession. Fronwin in the 1920s. Woman photographed during era of social transformation. Roaring 20s bringing new freedoms and opportunities for women after earning vote. Fashion and lifestyle changing dramatically. Bombay dry goods store photographed in 1920s. Commercial establishment displaying textiles and fabrics. International trade bringing goods from India to American markets. Cross-cultural commerce captured in storefront image. United States border guard and Mexicans behind border fence. Immigration control infrastructure dividing nations. People separated by wire and policy. Barrier enforcing territorial boundaries. White Earth boarding school near White Earth Ojibwe Reservation, Minnesota. Classroom interior with seated students and standing nun teacher. Undated photograph taken between 1871 and 1899 when schools still operated. Native American children forced into institutions designed to erase their culture. Liberation of concentration camps revealed horrors the world struggled to comprehend. Buchenwald Crematorium Courtyard. United States soldiers confront Weimar citizens with corpses found there. First Buchenwald photo published, appearing in London Times April 18, 1945. German civilians forced to witness what happened nearby. Denial becoming impossible through photographic evidence. Unidentified Ustaša concentration camp, possibly Sisak, Croatia. Group of children waiting in line. Facility for Serbs and Jews during World War II. Young victims of ethnic violence. Children imprisoned for their heritage. Majdanek concentration camp, Lublin, Poland. Shoes of victims from Operation Reinhard death camps. Thousands of pairs belonging to murdered prisoners. Personal belongings outlasting their owners. Evidence of industrial genocide preserved. These artifacts serve as permanent testimony. Museums preserve them so we never forget. Sobe internment camp, Yomitan, Okinawa. United States Navy photograph showing life in camp for Japanese refugees. Woman-men's dress of baby on her back. Civilian internment during Pacific warfare. Displaced populations held in camps. Most probably last photograph of Titanic leaving Irish coast bound for New York. Published in 1911 through 12 edition of Castleknock Chronicle, labeled Pathetic Picture. Final image of doomed liner before iceberg encounter. Ship sailing toward disaster captured unknowingly. Vintage press photo of Oscar-winning actress Katina Paxinu from 1940s. Published and distributed between 1928 and 77 without copyright for publicity. Hollywood star during golden age of cinema. Victorian-era post-mortem family portrait. Parents pose with their deceased daughter. Death photography was common practice when cameras were rare and expensive. Families preserved one final image of loved ones before burial. The only photograph many families could afford. Elderly man photographed after death. Another Victorian post-mortem portrait. Before modern embalming, bodies were photographed quickly, sometimes posed in lifelike positions, sometimes eyes painted on closed lids. Death captured as keepsake in era when mortality claimed young and old alike. Luna Park, Seattle. Clown Uncle Hiram poses with pig and two dogs in Studebaker Jr. wagon. Amusement park operated 1907 through 1913 on pier at Duwamish Head. Featured figure 8 roller coaster, Shoot the Chutes, Cave of Mystery, Canal of Venice, Human Ostrich, Joy Wheel, and Infant Electrobator Baby Incubator exhibit. Early entertainment mixing animals, performers, bizarre attractions. Infant incubators as amusement park exhibits. Can you imagine that today? Winwick Hospital, 1957. Electroconvulsive therapy session. Patient restrained during treatment. Psychiatric medicine, using electricity to treat mental illness. Procedure performed without anesthetic in many facilities. Controversial then, still debated now. World War I era. Ergonic chair for electrical treatment. Used for psychological effect in psychoneurotic cases. Shell-shocked soldiers strapped into device receiving electrical current. Military medicine attempting to cure combat trauma through shock therapy. Desperation to return men to battlefield. But electrical treatment wasn't the only shocking medical practice of the era. Temporary hospital at Vichy, France. Patients showing wound of nose, cheek, left eye, forehead during facial reconstruction process. From Fernand Lemaitre collection, pioneering plastic surgery techniques developed to repair catastrophic war injuries. Doctors learning reconstruction on patients with nowhere else to turn. French veteran of First World War demonstrates face mask designed to disguise wounds, 1920. Disfigured soldier wearing prosthetic covering destroyed features. When reconstruction failed, artists created painted masks matching skin tone, attempting to restore normalcy to faces war had destroyed. Soldier F, appearing to have worse disfigurement among Anna Coleman-Ladd's patients. Left image shows extent of injuries. Right shows him wearing bandage and face mask, before and after revealing both horror and hope. Medical art meeting where surgery reached its limits. These masks were painted to match each soldier's complexion. Remarkable artistry serving desperate need. Soldier B poses for photograph, showing horrific extent of injuries, taking chunk from his face. Documentation of war's brutality on human features. Medical photography recording what words couldn't describe. Individuals suffering representing thousands who returned home unrecognizable. Doullens, France, April 1918. REMC orderlies loading British and French wounded onto hospital train. Injured soldiers transferred from battlefield to treatment facilities. Railway cars converted to mobile hospitals. War's casualties moving through complex evacuation system. Survival depending on speed of transport.